Excellent. So over to you, Arushi.
Okay, thank you, Uma. So today, as Uma has mentioned, we will be covering the marketing tools and tips on Shopee. And I hope to address a lot of the challenges that you said you have when it comes to your Shopee store. One thing to note is that the information in this presentation is valid as of May 2021. So it may be subject to change as per the Shopee guidelines. Okay, let's begin. So today we're going to be going through four main things. Firstly, through the dashboards and key metrics that you can find from your Shopee Seller Center. Next, we move on to ways to increase traffic and sales. Then we'll go on to the marketing tools available on Shopee, and we'll end with tips for sellers at different growth stages. So first, we come on to dashboard and key metrics. First, I'll introduce the Seller Center, and then we'll go through all of the different dashboards that you can find on Shopee itself. So the Seller Center has 6 main parts to it. It has your to-do list, it has your business insights, which is where you would find your dashboards. It has the marketing center, popular tools, performance, and your penalty points. So to access your dashboards through your Seller Center, it's right on the home page when you log into your Seller Center, and you go under the data tab and click on business insights. Easily from there, you'll be redirected to all of the different dashboards that Shopee gives you to be able to analyze the data from your store. So Business Insights itself, it really is useful for understanding and keeping track of your shop's performance. The data there would allow you to discover trends. You can make your decisions based on this. You can analyze your campaign performance from this, your marketing strategies. You can look at product level data to be able to understand what product sells, what product needs more promotions, for example. And these are the different dashboards available to sellers on Shopee. So we'll start from the main dashboard itself, go on to traffic, product, sales, marketing, chat, live stream and feed, and then we'll end with Shopee Ads. So on the main dashboard itself, we have a bunch of different metrics available to you. So this includes your conversion rate, your sales per order, your number of orders. You can also see buyer level data. So this includes the repeat purchase rate, which is the total number of buyers who made more than one transaction divided by your total number of buyers. You can see the potential buyers. So these are the buyers who have added an item to cart or liked an item but haven't purchased yet. And you can also see your existing buyers who have made at least one order on your shop in the last 12 months. You can also see page views and visitors, as well as ranking in terms of category by sales. And you can also see product ranking by different metrics. So this includes your sales or products ranked by the number of page views that they receive. So over here, we have a screenshot of the main dashboard on your Shopee Seller Center. So as you can see, you have the key metrics, which you can choose to display visually so you can see the trend over time. And you can also, over here, you can change the date period. So for example, if you want to see your performance in the last month, you can do past 30 days, or you can also see it in real time. Or for example, if you're running a campaign for the last 7 days and you want to see your performance for only the last 7 days, you're also able to do that. Furthermore, you can also choose your data based on the order type. So this is either by paid order or a placed order. So the main dashboard also includes a live monitor where you'll be able to see the metrics live. So for example, the number of visitors, the page views, your sales revenue, all for the day, as well as your top products by sales. Moving on to the next dashboard, which is traffic. So again, they have quite a few different metrics for you to understand the traffic on your shop itself. So this includes the time spent by visitors, the number of page views, the average page views. You can also see the followers on your store. So that's new followers, existing visitors, and new visitors. And you can also, over here, you can see that you can also see it segregated by either on the Shopee app or from the Shopee website itself. So you can understand if visitors are coming more from the app or from their computers. So over here, you can see that again, you can see it visually. So you can choose what metrics you want to see and understand over the past 30 days, for example, what days you saw more page views, and that may correlate back to your campaigns and help you understand if they are effective in generating traffic to your store. Next, we move on to the product dashboard. So over here, you have metrics such as product visitors, product page views, the items visited, and the product bounce rate. So this is the percentage of unique visitors who leave your product page without clicking on anything. You also have your sales, your product ranking by different metrics such as visitors, and you can also see the conversion rate for visit to paid. So this is the number of unique buyers who paid for your orders divided by the number of unique visitors that you got on your page. You can also see your add to cart units and add to cart conversion rate. So you can use the add to cart units to see if you have a really high number of this, you may wish to implement free shipping or a discount just to further incentivize your customers to move from the add to cart to actually purchasing. So this over here is the product dashboard. So over here you can see the metrics related to visits, add to carts, as well as the paid orders. And once again, you can see it visually. And over here, you can see the top 10 rankings, and you can choose by what you want to see. So for example, if you want to participate in a flash sale, you may choose to go to product page views and choose products that have really high page views. Or for sales, same thing, you might choose highly sellable products to put onto campaigns. So you can also see product performance, and you can see the product information over here. And you can also see a diagnosis. So this is where the Seller Center will tell you if some products had a decrease in sales or if you received poor reviews. So this can help you be on top of, for example, replying to customers who left a bad review and seeing what went wrong, for example. Next, we come onto the sales dashboard. So this includes a number of different metrics, as you can see. So some of these include your the composition by buyers, order price, and category. You can also see the number of visitors and the visit to paid conversion rate. And then they have metrics for placed orders and paid orders. So for paid orders, you can see the number of buyers, the sales per buyer, the place to paid conversion rate, and the sales. And then for placed order, you can see the buyers, the sales, and the visit to place conversion rate. So over here, you can see the sales dashboard. So it's quite cool how they give you a funnel. So you can see how it moves from visit down to paid orders. And along with that, you can see the metrics for each section, as well as the conversion rate written over here. You can also see it again visually, similar to the other dashboards, and you can see the category composition. So you're able to see which subcategory generates the most sales, and the number of buyers and the conversion rate for each subcategory. Now we come on to the marketing dashboard. So this includes metrics for your discount promotion, your bundle deal, your add-on deal, your follow price, and your vouchers. And we'll be going through each of these now. So for your discount promotion, you'll be able to see key metrics such as the sales, the units sold, the buyers, and below over here, you can also see it individually. So by each discount, you can see the metrics for that. And then for bundle deal, similarly, you can have your sales, your orders, the number of bundle deals ordered. And down here, you can see for each bundle name, how you did in terms of sales, in terms of orders, just so you can understand if there are some bundles that are more effective. So you can use that again in the future, or if there are some bundles that weren't effective, you might choose to do something different. We also have follow price, so you can see the new followers, your buyers, your sales. Similarly, the follow prices by each individual promotion that you offer. And the same goes for vouchers, where you can see the number of used vouchers, the number of units sold, and the sales that you got from this promotion. Again, you can see it for each voucher. So if you want to test which vouchers are more effective, then you can use this dashboard to understand that data. Now going on to my shop's flash deals. So you can see the number of impressions that your product got, the number of clicks, the click-through rate, the sales, and then see it for the different time slots that you signed up for. So you can use this to understand at what time buyers might be more willing or like more incentivized to buy your product. And then in the future, you may choose the same time slot. And then over here, you have add-on deal. So again, similar metrics. So you can see the total item sale, the add-on item sale, the total item units sold. And you can understand if some promotions were more effective than the other. So over here, now you can see the chat broadcast. Again, they provide you with a funnel that goes from the actual recipients down to the placed orders. So you can see how your data goes down from the number of messages you get to the number of people who convert after sending a message. Over here, you can actually see the kind of content that has higher click-through rate. So for example, over here, you can see that vouchers resulted in a higher click-through rate than, for example, pending review card. And over here, you can see the percentage of orders by broadcast content. So you can see again that vouchers resulted in the highest percentage of orders from the broadcast content. Now we come onto the chat dashboard. So this can either be through the live chat or the FAQ assistant. So for the live chat, you will get metrics such as the response rate, the conversion rate, which is the placed buyers divided by respondent chats. You can see inquiry rate and the total number of orders. For FAQ assistant, you can see the number of FAQs clicked, the number of questions resolved, the number of helpful clicks, which is the number of yes clicked when the FAQ feedback asks if that answer is helpful. You can also see the helpful rate, which is the helpful clicks divided by the total number of clicks on whether it was helpful or not helpful. And you can also see the click-through rate. So here you can see what the dashboard actually looks like. So for the live chat, once again, Shopee provides you with this very nice funnel. So you can see how it goes from visit down to placed order. And for each step of the funnel, you can see the metrics that are related to it. So for example, for chat response, you can see your response time, which is something that you can use to improve upon. So make sure that you respond as quickly as possible just to provide that really good customer experience. And over here, you can again see it visually. Now moving on to live stream and feed, which are both marketing tools available on Shopee. You can view metrics for live stream, such as the number of viewers you have, the average watch time, the number of orders that were placed by viewers of your live stream, as well as the sales. For feed, you have a number of metrics such as the number of impressions that your post got, the number of likes and comments, the product page visits that happened as a result of the feed post, and new followers, for example. So over here, you can see what the live stream dashboard would look like. So if you had a live stream in the past 30 days, it would show you visually, and you can see how the peak number of viewers, the average watch time, the number of orders that occurred as a result of your live stream. And over here for the feed post, you'll be able to see the metrics such as impressions and viewers and likes and product page visits. And below, again, you can see the different posts that you had posted and see the metrics for each individual post. So you can understand if you are doing different types of posts, you can see which one is more effective for you. And now we come on to the Shopee Ads dashboard. So over here, you will be able to find metrics such as your ad spend, which is your expense, the number of orders, the items sold, the GMV, the click-through rate, which is, again, the clicks divided by impressions. So to access Shopee Ads, it's actually not in the main dashboard itself. You have to go from your seller center and then you access Shopee Ads. So over here, you can see the Shopee Ads dashboard where you have 3 different types of ads available. So you have the keyword ads, the shop ads, and the discovery ads. So you can see metrics for each one, and you can see it by each individual product as well. So as you can see, keyword ads, shop ads, the number of impressions. So for example, for the store, they had 18,000 impressions on keyword ads and 11,000 impressions on shop ads. And over here, you can see the discovery ads that the store runs, and you can again see the different metrics related to that. Okay, so now we come on to the next section, which is ways to increase traffic and sales. So we'll be going from increasing traffic via product listing, via store, and then we'll see how to increase sales via product listing and via store again. So first, for increasing traffic via product listing, the first tip would be to use Shopee Story to promote your products on various platforms. You can, for example, repost a customer review if you got a really good one, or if you're launching a new product, you can use your Shopee Story to post about it and get more exposure. You can also take part in My Shop's flash deals, so you can offer discounts for a small amount of time on products chosen by you. So this would build the hype and hopefully incentivize customers to purchase your products immediately. So a tip for this, maybe choose products that have really high page views and really high sales. So you know that they're quite popular for your customers. The third tip will be to invest in Google Shopping ads. And you would also want to ensure you have included all of your product attributes. This is just so your customer knows as much as they can about your product before buying, because it is online, so they'd want to know a lot of the details before they choose to purchase. And this could also help you differentiate yourself from your competitors. And lastly, to upload catchy product images, which again may help you to differentiate yourself from your competitors, especially on an online marketplace where you would have a lot of competition. So adding pictures also increases the authenticity of your shop. So to increase traffic via store, the first tip will be to engage in Shopee feed. Next, you might want to think about anticipating and answering questions that customers may have on your product page itself. This is just to make the buying experience much easier for the customer, so they're not redirected to other stores where they may have no questions and just buy it instead of waiting for you to answer their questions. Also, you may choose to offer follow prices to incentivize visitors to follow your store. This can help give you a more loyal customer base. And another tip would be to invest in Shopee ads and use shop decoration to make yourself unique and help you with your brand image and establishing that. So now for increasing sales via your product listing, the first tip would be to introduce the top picks feature. So this will help with cross-selling, and it would also help new visitors to your store understand what the best products to buy are, what the most popular ones are, what the new ones are. Yeah. So the second tip would be to ensure you have good product ratings and reviews. So again, this would increase the authenticity of your store and make a customer trust you more to buy from you. Thirdly would be to increase your visibility on search engines. And lastly, consider participating in campaigns and flash sales. So to increase your sales via store, a few tips would be to firstly use Shopee Live. So use your live stream to help connect yourself with your viewers, offer promotions, and help get those sales. Secondly, will be to improve your seller rating. Again, this is for to increase your trustworthiness. Also introduce vouchers and discounts, because everyone loves vouchers and discounts. They want to buy your products at the cheapest price possible. And also join the Coins Cashback program. So now we'll be coming on to the marketing tools available on Shopee. So we will be going.
Awesome. I think thank you so much, Arushi, for the section that you just sort of like covered. I think it's extremely valuable to have a good understanding of what the dashboard and the various sort of like insights and metrics that are actually available for business owners who are actually having a Shopee store. Fantastic. So thank you so much. I think we're moving on to the next section now, which is focusing a lot more on the marketing tools that one can do to start promoting and actually actively driving more sales and conversions. Yeah, and I can see that like almost 10 on your list. So really looking forward to hearing what they are.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so now we'll be going on to the marketing tools available. Since some of you did say you have a Shopee store, you're probably familiar with a lot of them, but hopefully this section will be helpful to help you have some tips on how to improve. So we'll be going from learning what the marketing center is. I'll walk you all through quite a few different marketing tools that are available on Shopee, and we'll finish this section by looking at some keyword tips. So to access your marketing center, you can do so by firstly logging into Shopee Seller Center. And then over here, very easy to get to, just click on Marketing Center and you'll be redirected to it. So the Marketing Center includes tools to increase your sales and traffic and ways to engage shoppers. So there are three main parts in the Marketing Center. The first is the announcements. So this is where you can learn about new marketing tools and seller activities you can be a part of. Next is Shopee events. So this is where you can see the latest campaigns for options on what you can sign your store up to participate in. And lastly are marketing tools. So you can see the different tools that you can use in line with what your business objectives are. So for example, if you want to increase traffic, what tools, and if you want to boost sales, what tools. Sorry. Okay, so first is Shopee Ads. So there are three different types of ads available. So you can either do keyword ads, discovery ads, or shop ads. So firstly, for keyword ads, this is essentially where your products will appear at prominent positions on the search results page when buyers search for keywords you have bidded for. So for example, if you bid for the keyword iPhone 12 case, then your product would have the chance of appearing closer to the top of the results page, making it more seen by visitors and hopefully increasing your traffic and sales. Then for discovery ads, it's when your product will appear on the product details page of a product similar to yours or complementary to yours, as well as under daily discover, which will help attract new customers to your store. Then we have shop ad. So there is an eligibility for this where you either have to be a mall or preferred status. And then Shopee also has selected sellers who have a good track record in sales and ratings. So shop ads, this will include your shop name, your ad picture and tagline. And this will appear near the top of the search results page when a buyer searches for a keyword you have bidded for. So this again helps you increasing your exposure and trying to get new customers to visit your store. So now moving on to campaigns. There are three main campaigns, and one thing to note is that the eligibility does differ by campaign. So firstly, for voucher campaign, this is when you can increase your sales and shop visitors by offering vouchers to buyers. Then you have Shopee Flash Deal, which is different to My Shop Flash Deal. So My Shop's Flash Deal is ones that you can run on your store yourself, but Shopee Flash Deal is an official Shopee campaign. So it helps you to grow your product visibility and orders by presenting exclusive deals for a limited time. So this once again creates the hype and helps drive traffic and sales for your store. Lastly is the product campaign, where you improve exposure and sales by participating in campaigns specifically to your product category. So this is for, this could help you increase your sales because people looking at your product category itself would already have that level of interest. So for example, if your product category is bedding, the person's already looking for bedding. So you have a higher chance of being, of your store being seen if you participate in this campaign. So to access the campaigns is through the Marketing Center. And once you get on Marketing Center itself, you can see the events over here. So Shopee has a number of promotional tools. So first is the vouchers, where you can create shop or product vouchers, and you can also see which page you want to display them on. So for example, if you want to display it on your shop homepage or on a product page, or on the checkout page, so you can decide what you want to do with that. Second is a discount promotion. So the good thing about this is that discounted products are tagged with a yellow label. So it easily attracts users to see that this item is on discount. So it's more likely to get them to go on the product page and see more. The third promotional tool that they have is the bundle deal. So this helps to increase your basket size by offering discounts on items that are bought together. So this could be items that are complementary. So for example, an eyeshadow palette and an eyeshadow brush. So customers are likely to buy those together. So if you offer a bundle deal, they might be more incentivized. Or you can also do it on items that are bought in bulk. So for example, like baby nappies, you could buy in bulk, so they might be more incentivized to buy it if there's a bundle deal on it. Fourth is the add-on deal. So this increases sales for a specific product. So for example, if you have a really high stock of a certain product, you might choose to put that on the add-on deal because it encourages shoppers to purchase more. And lastly is the shipping fee promotion. So you can either choose to waive off the entire shipping fee or a certain amount. It'll help attract visitors and help increase order size, but also increase that add to cart to paid order conversion if you see that you have a lot of add to cart units, but they're not really converting. Okay, now engagement tools, which Shopee has numerous amounts of. So firstly is the follow price. This is what you can use if you want to incentivize visitors to follow your store. So you offer them customized vouchers and get them to follow your store so you can build that network of loyal customers and then hopefully increase word of mouth as well. Secondly, you have Shopee Feed. So this is used to increase brand awareness and sales. So this is a feature available on the Shopee app, and it's quite useful in generating that traffic and sales. Third tool is Shopee Live. So this increases conversion rate, and you can again interact with your customers by hosting a live stream. Fourth is Shopee Story, where you can share, as I mentioned before, updates or reviews to engage with your followers and incentivize them to purchase more. The fifth tool we have here is chat broadcast. So you can send messages to customized groups of people. So for example, if you're selling clothes, you might choose to send messages only to females if what you're selling is directed only at females. Next is Shopee Game, where you can actually create a game to be played on the Shopee app to try and encourage traffic to your store. So some tips for conversion for Shopee Feed. Firstly would be to add a product tag, so followers are immediately redirected to your product page. That just increases the convenience and the customer experience. Secondly would be to include hashtags so you can increase your exposure and brand visibility. Third tip would be to do a giveaway. So you can try and get followers to comment on your post, comment why they want it. And this again helps to increase your sales, but also it could help to just create a better image of your store if you're trying to get them to comment why they want the product so much. And lastly would be to repost your feed post on Instagram. So for example, if you have a really large follower base on Instagram, you may choose to repost it on there just to reach out to a larger number of people and get them to go to your store and purchase. So Shopee Live now, tips for conversion. So first will be to add products for immediate purchasing. Next would be to have to flash vouchers during the live stream for limited periods of time. So the people who are watching it can use these vouchers and they will be more incentivized to buy it. Third would be to have a pop-up for follow price promotions. And lastly will be to host an auction. So this might build excitement again and get more people to want to buy your products because they have that idea of winning an auction. So to increase your visibility on search engines, there are a few things you can try to do. So firstly would be to make sure you have your shop description included, and this should include the country and useful information such as your operating hours, your promotion updates, for example. You also want to make sure that your content is relevant and unique. So on the internet where you have a number of competitors, you might want to see how you differentiate yourself from them and make sure that you put that into your description as well. Third tip would be to get buyers to post reviews to increase your store credibility. And lastly would be to post your Shopee store link on your social media. So this firstly increases the authenticity of your store, but it also just increases your word of mouth again. So people can be redirected to your store from different areas. So another tool that you can use on your Shopee store is shop decoration. So the aim of this would be firstly to differentiate your brand from competitors. I would also help you increase visibility of your popular products or if you have any ongoing promotions. And lastly, it would increase traffic and clicks for higher conversion rate. So an example of this would be this store. So as you can see over here, they're promoting their promotions. So that's the first thing that a customer would see. So they would be more inclined to go down because they know that there are some deals available. They have about over here, so you can learn more about the brand and see that that helps build credibility once again. And over here, as you scroll down, you have the promos over here, the sales, just again to help increase your sales by making your ongoing promotions visible to your customers. So to access this is through your seller center again. You have to go down to shop and under there shop decoration. Next, we come on to the Coins Cashback program. So this increases the number of ways shoppers can find your brand. So if you choose to participate in this, your store has a chance of being found from the Shopee page itself under the daily cashback area. Or if someone's searching for a product, they may choose to go here and click on cashback because they want the coins. And that again limits the number of stores or products available when they click on that. So hopefully helps you in increasing your traffic and sales. So now we come on to the keyword tips. So these are just some tips for you to include in your product title and your product description, just so it's more in line with what customers are searching for. So the first tip will be to ask yourself some questions such as what are customers searching for? How many people are searching for these keywords, and in what form do people search for these keywords in? So for example, if people would say iPhone case or case iPhone, maybe it would be better to choose iPhone case because people are more likely to search in that form. Second tip would be to include both short keywords and long tail keywords. So short keywords are good for increasing your awareness, but there is quite a high competition because a lot of people would be using those keywords in their products as well. And then long tail keywords are longer, so they're usually at least 4 words long, and they're good to use because they're quite specific. So people would be lower down the funnel, so they're more sure of what they want, so the chances of conversion are higher. So an example of a short keyword would be like wristwatch, but a long keyword would be black leather men's wristwatch. So someone who would search for black leather men's wristwatch would be really like they will be they know exactly what they want. So if your product comes up there, you have a higher chance of conversion. The third tip would be to conduct A/B testing to see the effectiveness of different keywords that you use on your store traffic and sales. Okay, so now we come on to our last section. So this is tips for sellers at different growth stages. So I know from the poll that quite a few of you wanted to understand this. So first we'll be looking at the seller stages. We'll move on to the new sellers and then the growth sellers and then the mature sellers. So for your different seller stages, we've categorized it into three. So first, the new sellers, where your marketing objectives might just be to increase traffic and sales. And then growth sellers, where you might want to increase your conversion rate, your traffic and sales. And then for your mature sellers, where you may be looking more at your followers, your customer loyalty, your conversion rate, and then of course your sales again. So for your new sellers, where your aim is to increase traffic and sales, the first tip will be to introduce My Shop's flash deals. So this is just to initially generate the traffic to your store. So increase traffic, increase your store exposure, and increase sales. Second tip will be to use shop decoration. So this just makes your shop look more professional, more authentic, and it also helps in establishing your brand image. Third tip would be to offer vouchers and discounts. So this is again to increase sales. You may choose to use, for example, the add-on deal or the bundle deal. Yeah. Fourth tip would be to use engagement tools. As mentioned before, so for example, you might want to post more on Shopee feed. Again, repost that on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on whatever social media platforms you want to use. So just to, again, redirect more people onto your store. Fifth would be to choose the right keywords to include in your product title and product description. And lastly, consider investing in Shopee ads to increase visibility, whether that be any of the three ads. So if you want to go for keyword ads or discover ads, consider investing in Shopee ads. Tips for growth sellers. So the aims might be to increase conversion rate, traffic, and sales. The first tip will be to participate in campaigns such as Shopee Flash Deal. Then you might want to use Shop Game to increase sales and loyalty. Consider doing A/B testing to understand what really works for your store, whether it's different voucher names or different product descriptions, product images. Consider doing that. Fourth tip would be to offer promotions to help increase basket size. So this, you might want to introduce some bundle deals just to get more customers to buy more. And this way they can also try more of your products and hopefully help to increase your loyalty. Fifth tip would be to participate in Shopee Live. So this would help you in engaging with your customers and creating that connection. The last tip over here would be to, again, consider investing in Shopee ads to increase your visibility. Now we come on to the mature sellers. So you might want to focus more on your customer loyalty, your followers, your conversion rate. So the first tip will be to participate in the Coins Cashback program. This will just help in making your store more likely to be found and therefore increasing your sales. Second tip will be to use chat broadcasts to engage with customized groups of customers or visitors. Third tip would be to use the promotional tools again. So this would help you to increase your conversion rate and your sales. Fourth tip would be to participate in campaigns such as the Shopee Flash Deal or the product campaign, whatever you find appropriate. The fifth tip would be to offer a loyalty program and rewards to customers to increase retention. So for example, giving a voucher to your customer who has just bought something and left a product review, or giving a customer a voucher who has just bought something and you want to incentivize them to buy the same product again. Lastly, would again to invest in Shopee ads. This again increases your visibility. Even as a mature seller, you might be looking at that since you can grow and grow and therefore increase your sales as well as loyalty. So this is just quickly how to do A/B testing. So if you want to do this, so the first step would be to create variations of the same item. So for example, if you do two different store layouts or 2 different product titles, 2 different product images, whatever you want. And then secondly would be to put up, for example, store layout A for 1 week or a month, and then store layout B for 1 week or a month. And then the last step would be to compare the metrics for the 2 different time periods. So you can understand what generates more traffic, what generates more sales, or if there's even a difference in what you see. So you would want to look at metrics such as on your sales dashboard, on your traffic dashboard, on your main dashboard. So this could be an exercise for you. So maybe go away and go on your store. If you have a Shopee store, and conduct A/B testing on anything that you want. Just make sure that you run it for the same period of time, just so you can get as accurate results as possible. And perhaps if you attended the last webinar on Lazada, you went and did this. So let us know how it went. So now just quickly, so if you were wondering how to qualify to become a preferred seller, these are the requirements by Shopee, valid as of now. And if you want to learn more about your penalty points and how your account is going, so you can do this through the Seller Center, where you can go under data, there's account health. And over here, you can see your penalty points and how your account is performing. Okay, so that's it. Thank you. If you have any questions, please let us know.
Thank you, Arushi. I think it was a fabulous session as always, and extremely a lot of information you have packed into the session to give us an understanding of the Seller Center dashboard on Shopee, as well as the various things that our merchants and our users can actually do to get more awareness, more sales, more conversion, all of which is extremely, extremely valuable. So once again, thank you so much for pulling this together.